Para mí esta foto tendrá la función de ser un recordatorio de lo que tengo que hacer antes de morir. Y eso es vivir, firmado en el más allá. Dentro de la muerte no sabemos dónde está nuestro lugar. La muerte es aterradora porque es desconocida, y todo lo desconocido tiende a causar temor. Debo de agilizar más esta búsqueda de en dónde colgar esta cosa. Lo único seguro en esta vida es la desaparición de la misma. Me gusta emplear una metáfora en la que la vida se asemeja a un examen escolar. Dentro del mañana viven todas las muertes y despedidas que nos aguardan presenciar. Un día todos nuestros conocidos llegarán a ser vestigios de nuestra historia, sepultados por debajo de una lápida.
Today is my birthday. Every year, on December 1st, my life turns 1 year older. I've always had a complicated relationship with my birthday. A date in which you celebrate the accomplishment of achieving another year of life. Yet I feel like I lose time rather than gain it. That, I believe, is the paradox of life. While being young, you can't wait to grow old in order to espouse the perks of a grown-up. But once you are old enough to not be considered a child, you can't bear it and wish with all your heart and soul that you could go back in time and be a kid once again. As of now, I'm officially joining the infamous 27 Club. However, unlike the known members of this group of people, I am not a musician nor a famous personality. So, if I were to disappear in the equation of life, like some other fellow members, I highly doubt I would get a membership card to join the table alongside Morrison and Cobain. 27 years old. I'm near the end game of my 20s. 2 decades can go by so fast. I feel like in the blink of an eye, I'll wake up one of these days and I'll be 30. God damn, 30 feels like a big number right now. There's no easy nor soft way in saying this. The last 2 years of my life have been emotionally complex. I won't get into specifics, but my way of living felt like a long and slow depressing film, with brief segments of joy and excitement. One fragment in particular filled my heart with a kind of happiness I can't describe. I got to experience what it feels like for your heart to melt at the sight of someone's eyes. That chapter just ended after a while, but the story of my days kept on going. And being completely honest, watching my story unfold wasn't something to look forward to. I wanted to leave the theater early. I had no hopes for the picture to recover and be as good as the previous chapter. But then, this movie had a plot twist. Somewhere around last year, I stumbled upon a certain book called The Daily Stoic by Ryan Holiday. In a brief summary, the book is narrated through daily meditations that Holiday selects from the old works and words of the Stoics from long ago and apply them in a modern context setting. Every page is a meditation you can consult based on the day of the year. So as far as structure goes, it makes for a pretty fun dynamic. Following the established, there's one page in particular that struck a nerve on me. Pretend today's the end, the day that every year reminds me of my mortality. This text is said to provide counseling to enhance your mindset in life. For the title of this meditation to be somehow related to the idea of death felt personal to me, and little did I knew that just a single piece of writing would change my life in a sense. People always encourage you to live every day as if it is your last. Not to be pessimistic about it, but that's a really ambiguous advice. What does it mean to live every day like it's your last? The cliche idea about this subject is to live in an extreme manner. Like, for example, go out, run naked through the street, scream at the air, all while giving zero fucks about it, 'cause today just might be your last. But generally speaking, living out deep desires in the conversation, how do you actually pretend it is your end? Holiday picks out this passage from Seneca. Let us prepare our minds as if we'd come to the very end of life. Let us postpone nothing. Let us balance life's books each day. The one who puts the finishing touches of their life each day is never short of time. Ryan's analogy on this meditation provides a terrific example. Instead of getting shit-faced wasted or trying to jump into an animalistic orgy in order to enjoy your last breathing moments, just think about a soldier right before leaving for duty. He makes time for his family and loved ones. He doesn't know if he'll make it back home, but still, he enjoys the company of those around him one more time. In the battlefield of life, we are all soldiers in our own regard. Granted, most of us won't be deployed on a war zone with bullets flying through the air, but I do believe we must keep a similar mindset as the one Ryan explains. Every day, we go to work our lives with the unknown fact of when our final steps will take place. Sooner or later, death will knock on tomorrow's door. I know nowadays stoicism has become a lot of people's philosophical trump card lifestyle. Everyone tries to promote it as a pathway to having a peaceful life. I'm not an expert in the Stoics' way of thinking. You can say I'm barely scratching the surface in that form of thinking. But, nonetheless, this type of advice really sparked a change in me. I'm not even close at considering myself a Stoic person, but at least I try to be. I often forget that this is my only shot at this thing called living. And instead of enjoying my time, I feel like I'm wasting it. I'd like to make a change on that. El escribir es el crear. El propósito de la vida se sintetiza en el proceso de creación. Los días inciertos se asemejan a las hojas en blanco. Por más que nos aterren, nos ofrecen un espacio infinito de posibilidades. Y cada hoja en blanco puede componerse con miles de renglones y emociones que le brindan nueva vida. Al igual que podemos hacer lo mismo con los días de nuestras vidas. Writers are known for being professional overthinkers. Overthinking can translate in the form of self-doubt, a lack of confidence, and a tendency to diminish the value of your own ideas. For a while, I wished things would just end. But now, I'm gonna pretend it's the end instead. Según Tarkovsky, la mera finalidad del arte es explicar la existencia. Cada pedazo de arte, llámese trabajo de creación, es un testimonio de cómo su autor percibe la existencia. Yo no entiendo la vida en general, pero ahora trataré de entender mi vida. Just like Seneca would advise, I'm gonna balance the books in my life. En vez de tenerle miedo a vivir, debería cambiar el temor al no vivir apropiadamente. It may be a lifelong pursuit, but at least I'll try. Si finges que el tiempo es nulo, es ahí cuando cobrará sentido la escasez del mismo. Right now, I just want to get on my feet and start working towards a better version of myself. Cada video, cada historia que he hecho hasta el momento, desde la dedicatoria que le hice a mi ciudad, la carta de amor a alguien del pasado, cada reseña, análisis, discusión, ha sido expresar todo aquello que en su momento nunca pude. I'll pretend today is the end, and be thankful that I get another chance at looking at the sky, while it still feels real. Enjoy the sunlight, have a decent meal, take a walk, fill my lungs with some air. Voy a dejar de ver hacia atrás, y como el barco de Teseo, me dejaré reconstruir con los pasos hacia el futuro. Pretend today is the end, crack some jokes, smile at people, throw a compliment. Por este año, por esta etapa, quiero empezar a vivir como si fuera el epílogo de mis días. Voy a vivir como si fuera la última vez, por primera vez en mi vida. Today is my birthday, and I'm gonna pretend today is the end. I know it will be worth it.